Welcome to the 4th edition of the Futures League Rundown, presented by BlueFrame Technology, the official broadcast network of the Futures League. I'm your host, Matt Sottile. Today is Saturday, July 25th, and we have some great games to show you today. Because of some rainouts that happened earlier this week, we will be showing you action that took place last Thursday, July 16th, through Sunday the 19th. Before we get into the highlights, we wanted to thank our sponsors, BlueFrame. In order for you to get access to these highlights in real time, visit fcblnetwork.com, select a broadcast, and follow the purchase instructions. Single games are just $8, and an all-access pass, which unlocks every game all season long, is $99. BlueFrame. Stream like a pro. Now, let's get into the highlights. We begin at Campanelli Stadium last Thursday, where the Brockton Rocks played host to Nashua. It was Nick Sinicola who got the start for the Rocks out of the University of Maine. Sinicola came in and dominated. First inning, he gets Lucas Stallman and Jared Dupree swinging. In the second, it's Brady Day. See ya! Sinicola continues rolling. The man who led America East in strikeouts this spring went 7 innings, only allowed 2 hits, and struck out 12. And the Brockton offense would give him more than enough run support. Bottom 2, it's Jake Geloff, incoming freshman at UVA. Hits one opposite field to right. Jared Dupree has to chase it down the line. Geloff is motoring and he plates Patrick DeSalvo to start the scoring. Next at bat for Geloff, he puts one through the shortstop. DeSalvo hurdles the ball, forces Luke Beckstein to make a tough play. 2 more score. Geloff went 2 for 5, 3 RBIs and a run. Brockton all over Nashua 12-0 when Pat Roach, incoming freshman at BC, gets a fastball down the middle and sends it out of the park. Big day for the youngsters. Brockton with a 15-0 shutout win over the Silver Knights. Nashua would look to rebound the following evening, their 3rd game of a 4-game road trip. They traveled to Westfield to take on the Starfires. Another great pitching performance, this time by Chase Jeter from Sacred Heart University, gets out of a jam in the 4th, 2 runners in scoring position, strikes out Ben Rounds to end the inning, keeps it scoreless. Next inning, he induces a 6-4-3 double play off the bat of Jack Aaron. Jeter's 6 innings of shutout work, only 2 hits allowed. Now bottom 6, Mark Coley gets the scoring started with a solo shot to left field. Coley from the University of Rhode Island hits his 4th dinger of the year. At that time, it tied him for the league lead. Fast forward to the 9th, last at bats for the Silver Knights. Dominic Keegan from Vanderbilt ties it up. It's a 2-run shot that scores Jared Dupree. Helmet taps from his teammates. It's a tie ball game heading to extras. Nashua already with a run across in the top of the 10th. Dupree hits a no-doubter. You can forget about this one. Look at that bat flip. The Northeastern Husky finishes 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Dupree and Keegan have caught fire in the last week. Nashua moves up to 7-6 with that win. After a rainout on Thursday night, the Brockton Rocks getting back on the diamond, taking on the New Britain Bees. And the offense would keep rolling. Leadoff hitter Joel Lara hits a chopper to 3rd. Matthew Bertocci fields can't get the speedy Lara out at first from Franklin Pierce. 1-0 Rocks. Next inning, Buddy Duane at a CCSU sends a liner into left, scoring Joe Bramonti and doubles his team's lead. Later in the inning, Lara up again, bases juiced. He singles up the middle. Duane and Andy Mara score. Lara goes 4 for 6, 3 RBIs and a run. Brockton gets their 15th run for the 2nd straight game in the 7th inning. Pat Roach stays hot, 3 RBIs tonight, that's 6 in his last 2. And then in the 9th, 3rd baseman Buddy Duane called in to pitch for the Rocks. He retires the side with 2 strikeouts. The Rocks win 15-3. It's their 2nd straight performance, putting up 15. Also on Saturday night, Nashua traveling to Doyle Field to take on the Worcester Bravehearts. Angelo Baez on the mound for Worcester, coming off a dominant start his last time out when he went 6 innings of shutout work against the Bees, and he would pick up right where he left off. He's putting out hitters with ruthless efficiency, just making them look silly at the dish. Thomas Crowley down looking. Luke Beckstein, forget about it. Crowley goes down again in the 6th, It's Baez's 100th K in a Bravehearts uniform. Look at that movement. And just for good measure, Ben Rounds, sit down. Baez, 11 punch-outs in 6 innings. We flash back to the bottom of the third. It's Danny Torres from St. Leo University. He goes yard to left. It's his third long ball of the season, taking advantage of the short porch at Doyle. Next inning, Ben Rice does the same thing. The two-time home run derby champ sits on one and drives it out. The 2 solo shots, giving Worcester a 2-0 lead. Now in the 6th, Dominic Keegan facing Baez. Heck of a matchup here. Keegan gets his bat on a 2-2 pitch. It gets through the infield. Jared Dupree scores. We are tied up at 2. No decision for Baez. Bottom frame, Joe Pesci from NYIT. Make it 3, dude. It's a 3rd solo shot for the Bravehearts. They waste no time getting back on top. 8th inning, same score. Joe Pesci up again. He rips this one into the gap. It's Tyler Patane scoring from 3rd, followed by Ben McNeil, who gets home from 1st. 2 big insurance runs. Pesci finished 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a walk. Worcester wins it 5-2. Now on Sunday, we had some doubleheader action between Brockton and Westfield. The Rocks finished Game 1 with an 8-5 victory. We now move to Game 2. Top 2, Pat Roach starts the scoring with an RBI single. He extends his hit streak to 4 games. Big week for Roach. Same inning, Joe Bramante from the University of Maine shoots one into left field just over the glove of Ramon Jimenez at 3rd. Jake Miller and Patrick DeSalvo come around to score. It's a 5-run inning for Brockton. Now it's DeSalvo's turn. The Georgetown Hoya plates Andy Mara, and Pat Roach comes around, slides into home to score. It's an RBI double. The Brockton bats have been scorching hot. And then just for good measure, Andy Mara out of Georgetown Hoya Saxa. Brockton scores 12 runs. That makes it 50 runs over their 4-game win streak. We now move on to our Game of the Week, presented by Zorian Bat Company. The North Shore Navigators taking on the Nashua Silver Knights. Navs looking to get back in the win column after dropping 6 of their last 7. Top 2, Navs already up 2-0. Cody Morissette from Boston College puts one deep into right field. Ben Malgeri and Jonathan Luter score. North Shore doubles up their lead. Bottom 2, Nashua cuts into the deficit. Lucas Stallman, another BC Eagle, goes yard to left center field. He drives in John Meade. It's a 2-run shot. Later in the inning, tied at 4, Dominic Keegan stays hot with his line drive to right center. 2 more runs score. Keegan has recorded a hit in 9 out of his last 10 games. It's a 7-run inning for the Silver Knights. Top 4, North Shore would respond. Logan Bravo from Harvard sends a double to left. Morissette scores, and Luter's being sent home. The throw to the plate from the cutoff man, not in time. Bravo takes 3rd base after the throw home. A few batters later, Ryan Tureen out of the University of Maine sends a shot high off the wall in center field. Alex Brickman and Cam Klimo score. 8 runs for the Navs in the top of the frame. And the 4th inning ain't even close to being over. First batter, bottom 4, it's Ben Rounds, also from Harvard, goes oppo. His 2nd home run of the season. Next batter, Jared Dupree follows suit to the deepest part of the park. It must be the Back to the Futures effect. For our episode 16 guest, it is now 12-9. Still in the 4th, Tureen back up at the plate, bases loaded. He torques one to left field. See ya! It's a grand slam. Tureen with 5 RBIs in the day, a total of 15 runs scored in the 4th. Nashua back on top. And in the 6th, Keegan out of Vanderbilt, stay hot, Dommy dingers. It's a 2 RBI double. Nashua wins this one 18-15, a total of 33 runs, 44 hits, and 17 of the 18 starters recorded an RBI. North Shore falls to 7-7, while Nashua moves up to 8-7. And now, Futures League fans, it's time to take a look at your pitcher and players of the week. For the first time this season, we had co-players of the week powered by On Deck Sports. Joe Pesci of the Worcester Bravehearts went 8 for 20. That included 3 home runs, 5 runs scored, and 12 RBIs. He shared the honor with Jared Dupree of the Nashua Silver Knights, who hit a whopping 12 for 20. He also had 3 home runs to go along with a triple, 2 doubles, 6 runs scored, and 7 RBIs. And now your pitcher of the week, powered by Changeup, is Nick Sinicola of the Brockton Rocks. We showed you his dominant start against Nashua on Thursday night when he recorded 12 strikeouts in 7 innings, while only giving up 2 hits and 2 walks. Those are your Futures League Players of the Week. Well, Futures League fans, that will do it for episode 4 of the Futures League Rundown presented by BlueFrame Technology. Until next time, I'm your host, Matt Sottile.